What is going on, guys? Welcome to Rants Red Talk, where we discuss all the topics you send through to me on Twitter. And yeah, let's just laugh at Man City for a little while, blood, because you know what, yeah, as shit as we have been and the amount of pain we've been through, it's always good to see Bodiola crying, blood, I'm telling you. And I told man, no Messi, no party. That's another Champions League that man ain't won. He ain't even got as far as David Moyes, and he spent over 700 million, fam. So when certain man saying, oh, one of the greatest managers ever, he'll never be Sir Alex Ferguson, blood. He'll never be Ferguson, blood. Ferguson won it with two completely different generation of teams, blood, at Manchester United. He rebuilt and won another Champions League. This brother can't do it without Messi, blood. Over two legs, Poch done him in it, and that's just all that matters. So you see, when we lost the league title to these man in injury time at the last kick of the game, this is a bit of retribution, man. Like, I felt fucking good last night after that, and boy, we'll just have to see what happens. So get that off the chest and that. But yo, let's get into your topics. First one, we've got some good ones, by the way. I got over 100 fucking messages, so I picked 10, bruv, and usually I only pick 5, so today's show is gonna be a bit more juicy, bruv. First one is at Max2ANE. It says, what about we sign both Sancho and Lozano and make them compete with Tony and Rashi? Also, your thoughts on De Ligt. De Ligt is wavy, extremely wavy. If we had LVG still, we would have had him wrapped up. We would have had him wrapped up. There's no two ways about that. He's elite, bruv. Even at his age, he would cost about 100 million. But, bruv, like, I'd spend the money, fam. Lozano and Sancho, yeah, I'm cool with that. Because for me, Jay Lings ain't a right winger anyway. I'd rather play him centrally and from the bench because he's a squad player. So if we did buy two right wingers, I don't think it'd be a bad idea. And then Rashi and Martial could compete for that left-hand side. Like, they could alternate between that, because I don't know, I'm not having Rashi up front, bruv. He's not good enough. Like, it's that simple. Like, as much as I don't like Lukaku, yeah, it's like, fucking hell. He's looking like the only striker that man has right now, because they're not going to play Tony down the middle and they're not going to play Sanchez down the middle. I don't know what Ollie's playing at with that, but like, if I have to choose between Rashford up front or Lukaku up front, bruv, like, it's all looking like man have to play trampoline up there, bruv, with his dead touch, bruv, because at least, like, he can head the ball. Like, I don't think Rashford's ever scored a header. Like, his movement in the box is shit. Like, do you know what I mean? He's good at running in behind and he's good at running at people. But back to goal, he's not convincing me either, bruv. I think we both have problems with Rom and Rash, just in different areas, bro. And it's just all painful for me. So I believe, yeah, two right-sided players would be good. I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, I'm just putting it out there. However, like, I do like your way of thinking in terms of competition, because that's what we've lacked at the club for a very long time. A lot of the starting 11 know they're the starting 11, and they've become a bit more complacent. But I'm expecting some ruthlessness in this summer window. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm not a massive fan of Lozano. I think he's all right, but I feel like if he was better, well, if he was as good as everyone thinks he was, I think someone would have snapped him up already. I think there's a reason why Lozano, even after the World Cup, no one's wanted to touch him. Like, I have my reservations about him. And Jadon Sancho, I think he's quality, but again, is he ready-made to come in and make a difference? Like, I think Sancho's quality, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's a level above what we have. And I feel like we need a level above Rashford. We need a level above Martial. Like, we need a level above all these men. So we need, like, I wouldn't say Pogba level players, because there's not many of those in the world, but we need players like above the level of a Rashford and a Martial, blood. I think that's what we need to be looking to bring in the attacking areas, because we lack serious consistency and quality. Next one is at Sonny, I don't know, it says sin and then ... Can we undo the damage Sanchez getting 500k a week has done? The likes of Pogba, Herrera and Rashford asking for bare peas. Well, firstly, Sanchez is on about 350 plus bonuses. However, you're right. Pogba deserves the money, so we don't need to talk about Pogba. He should be the highest paid player at the club, period. Him and De Gea. Herrera, joke ting. Herrera only asked for 200 bags. Don't get it twisted. The reason why Herrera's asked for 200 bags is because he was speaking to Paris Saint-Germain before, blood. Don't get it twisted. A lot of you lot were backing Herrera and that. The only reason why he could ask Man United for 200 grand is because he knew that he could get it elsewhere, because he was talking to other teams. That's all. Like, United offered to double his wages. He's on 75 now. They offered him 150. He said he wanted 200. They told him, go suck your mum. And I'm completely with Manchester United, bruv. So, fuck 200 bags a week for Herrera. He's dead food, bruv. Like, he's not 200 grand a week worth of footballer. He's probably 100 grand a week footballer. Like, even Luke Shaw, when he got the 120 grand a week, for me, Luke Shaw's not worth 120 grand or 170 grand, which they're saying. I don't think he's on 170. I think he's on about 120. Luke Shaw's not a 120 player. I don't think we have many players that are worth more than 120 grand at the club. I really don't. Like, I really don't. So, in all honesty, I think it has fucked up the whole base. Everyone wants more money now. Hearing Rashford wants 200k, he can fuck off if he wants 200k. Rashford ain't worth 200 grand a week. If Rashford wants 200 grand, he can go, innit? Because no team on par with Manchester United or better is going to buy Marcus Rashford, because he's not that good. If we put Rashford up for sale tomorrow, City wouldn't want him. Like, Liverpool wouldn't want him. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal might want him, but that's about it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Tottenham, would they want him? What? Instead of Son? I don't think so. Instead of Eriksen? I don't think so. Is he better than Lucas Moura? No. Like, who wants Rashford, blood, if he's up for sale, really? So, as good as Rashford is, yeah, like, he's just good. He's not great, bruv. 200 grand a week tells me, yeah, that you're winning games for your team week in, week out, bruv. He's not that guy. Christian Eriksen's on, like, half that or less than half that. So, Rashford can dip. If he thinks he wants 200 grand, he can fuck off. Let me know what you think, in the comments below, guys. Keep it interactive. You've been doing bits. I think the last video had over 300 comments underneath, and I'm still going through them now, so big up, man. I appreciate the interaction. At the end of the day, it's your show, it's your topics, so do you know what I mean? I want to see you interact with them. I want to see you interact with each other, man, and no abuse. There's no need, bruv. We're all on the same team. Next one, official_Punzi. It says, where has Ajax improved? Where have Ajax improved? Where United haven't. And does Van der Sar deserve credit for Ajax's rebuild since becoming CEO? He's not a CEO, he's a director of football there. Is he the right candidate for Manchester United? Yes, he is. He is, bro. And let me tell you something, yeah. Since we beat them in the Europa League final, yeah, look what they've done. They've kicked on, we haven't. And that's down to the structure at the club, because they haven't spent a fraction of the money we spent. I think we've spent... How much more have we spent than them? I don't know what it is. We spent a lot more money than them since that game, and we're nowhere near them in terms of structure, development. Like I pointed out in the last game, like 4 of the back 5 that started against FC Basel in 2011 are still at the fucking club playing. That is a problem. Whereas these man are getting rid of man and bringing man in. Like, these teams are feeder clubs, they're selling clubs, but yet they're always replacing quality with quality because they have a structure. They have a system in place. We need that system in place more than anything. So I think Edwin van der Sar, someone who knows the Premier League, someone who knows the club, would definitely be a great candidate. Do I think we'll get him? No. However, I would break the bank for him. I would break the bank for him because he knows the system over there. And players like the Lozanos, all these other guys that end up playing in Holland, these men will be on their radar. So I do believe that Edwin van der Sar is definitely he's a good candidate. Him and Paul Mitchell are good candidates. There's a lot of whispering about Mick Phelan getting it. I'm not trying to see that. Even though I think it'd be a decent idea, I'm not trying to see Phelan. I want someone away, someone from outside the club. I want fresh ideas, fresh blood. I think if we get Mick Phelan, bruv, then man are starting Phil Jones week in, week out, bruv, and we'll end up buying like just bare dead English players, brother. I'm not really on that, brother. I think we need to buy from within the Premier League, but I think we need to mix it up, man. Like, I don't want us turning into one of them fucking dead, like, them swagless teams, do you know what I mean? Fucking chip butty FC, brother. I'm not really on that. Let me know what you think in the comments about Edwin van der Sar coming back to the club potentially. Should Rashford be pushed out wide to accommodate Lukaku, a proven goal scorer, for the remaining matches? And that's from Kahuma Ojolomba or something. J something, I don't know. The name's too long, so it's not showing. But I don't know if he should be pushed out wide. I think Rashford should be dropped personally, bro. I think Rashford's been poor for about 3 or 4 months. Man, I'm talking about Martial, but Rashford's been dog shit, bro, for way longer than Martial. Martial's been injured. He's had knee problems. He's had groin problems. Rashford's just been crap, if I'm honest. So, you know what I mean? Loads of people are going to be like, oh, you're being so harsh on Rashford. Listen, sentiment aside, yeah, like, I like Marcus Rashford as a player, and I like him as a Manchester boy, and I just like him as a person. I think he's a cool youth, yeah. But the bottom line is, apart from pace, what are Marcus Rashford's strengths, blood? Because he doesn't beat players consistently. His shooting is fucking wayward, bruv. Like, man takes free kicks, yeah. Like, I can't remember the last time he's made the keeper work. When he's on corners, the corners ain't good. Like, when he's one-on-one, man's missing chances. He can't head. Do you know what I mean? He can't hold the ball and link the play. Like, his movement in the box is not Michael Owen Predator-esque. Like, it's not that, bruv. What are man's qualities other than the fact that he's a willing fucking runner, bruv? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you man have to wake up and smell the coffee. Like, I love the youth, bruv. Like, I genuinely want him to do well and I care about him. But he's not the guy, bruv. Rom's dead food as well. Do you know what I'm saying? But at least Rom knows where the goal is. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it's getting to, bruv. Man are picking between a fucking rock and a hard place right now, bruv. It's like a kick in the left or the right ball, blood. It's gonna hurt the same, blood. So right now, I'm just in pain, cuz like our attacking options are shit. They're very shit, bruv. So would I move Rashford out wide for Rom? No, I'd probably drop Rashford. I'll probably drop him and just play Rom down the middle, man, because I don't think Rom could do any worse right now. Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. Are you man still Team Rashford, or have you smelt the coffee and you know that we definitely need a centre forward, bruv, if we're going to be serious? Next one is a Gigi Adrian or a GG Adrian. Did we make a huge mistake in letting Blind go? Yes, we did, and I told everyone. You can even dig up the tweets, because I know a lot of you man are good at finding tweets. I was fuming when Daley Blind left. He was my favourite centre-back. Cultured. One of the best footballers at the club. Forget position. You could play centre-mid, left-back, left wing-back, centre-back. The guy had it all, man. Do you know what I mean? Apart from pace. And because he wasn't tall and he wasn't quick, Maureen forced him out. But Daley Blind is a cultured, brilliant footballer. Do you know what I mean? And what he's doing at Ajax now, man's not surprised. You know what I mean? So I would have wanted Daley Blind to stay. If we had Blind and Lindelof as our centre-back pairing, we would be calm right now. We would. You know what I'm saying? They're in amazing pace, but they both can play the ball out, and it would have helped us mount attacks. So I think losing Daley Blind is massive. Out of all the players that we sold, yeah, like under Maureen, like I'd say that we missed this guy the most. I really do, because he's a very, very cultured, accomplished footballer, man, and I'm happy that he's doing well, but I'm fuming. And if we had a director of football also, they would have never allowed man to get rid of Daley, blood. It wouldn't have happened, innit? Because the philosophy would have been cemented. So let me know what you think. Are you man seeing the worth of Daley Blind now? Sometimes you have to see man go somewhere else until you rate what you had. I always rated him, but I know a lot of United fans didn't really share the same disdain for the fact that he was sold. I was fuming, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. At SKK2K19. Under Fergie, we always used to go to other Premier League teams and make them weak by signing their main players. Do you think we should do this with Spurs and Toby and Ericsson? It would make them significantly weaker. Bro, why the fuck would they want to come to us? Real talk. Like, Toby will come to Man United because we're paying more P's, yeah? And also, he's getting older. Like, he's 29. So, he's probably thinking, last contract, let me get the P's. And also, yeah, he can raise us a level. But Ericsson, why the hell would you want to play for Manchester United if you're Christian Eriksen? Tottenham are in a much better position than us. They're above us in the league and they're still in the Champions League, bro. Like, the days of going to other teams, like especially big teams, and taking their players are gone. We have the name, but we don't have anything else to offer these men at the moment, bro. We could offer them P's, but we don't want players signing for us for the money. We want them signing for us to challenge, innit? And right now, we are not challenging. So, as much as the idea of going to other teams and taking their players, like, it's a very satisfying one for me, but I don't think it's gonna happen. We're not good enough. It's that simple, guys. Let me know what you think about that. I know some of you lot are still gonna think, yeah, we're Man United and this, that, and the other. We are, but times have changed. We have to be realistic now. Like, if we play Tottenham, yeah, 10 times in a season, I reckon it's all square, bruv. I honestly do. I reckon they beat us sometimes, we beat them sometimes. There's a few draws in there. I don't think that there's much between us. I think that on our day, both teams at their best, we might be able to edge them, bruv. But then they would think the same thing. There's nothing between us and Tottenham. And considering the money that we spent, there should be. So I think structurally, Tottenham are just ahead of us and they're better than us. So until we get our shit together, bruv, like, why the hell would any player want to leave any club other than Arsenal to come to us, bruv? Do you know what I mean? Because even Chelsea, they can pay the peas, blood. Chelsea are going through a blip, but they'll splash bare though. They'll get their ban pushed back. They splash bare money and they'll be in contention again, bruv. That's what will happen. And then we'll be behind Chelsea as well. This summer is fucking crucial. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you still think that we can go to other teams and take their players? Me personally, I don't think we're in a position, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Just let me know. And then we've got one from a Gooner, expat Gooner, bruv. My guy, I always see him on here, bruv. Like, long time fan. If you had to choose either new Saudi money to take over the club or a director of football hired, which do you view as more important to change things at the club this summer? Keep up the good work. See, I fuck with this question. Very, very good question, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And that's from a fan of another club. I'll take the DOF because I believe, yeah, that we've seen enough evidence to suggest that United have spent, yeah, like over £750 million, and look how far behind we are. So it's not the lack of money why we're not doing well. It's the lack of preparation, structure and know-how, bruv. Because the amount of money Liverpool have spent, yeah, in the same time, over the same period since Sir Alex Ferguson has left, they've spent less money than us. But their man have improved a lot more than us because they've spent the money economically. So I believe that us not having the money is not the problem. Us not spending the money is not the problem. Because I'm reading loads of things that Ollie's going to get the 250 million as usual, plus the money that we generate from player sales. So he's going to be looking to shot a few man, and then that means we'll have 300, maybe 350 million to splash in the summer. And if that's the case, it's about who we splash it on. It's not about having the P's, because the P's have always been there. So I would definitely take a director of football over just hard cash to blow, because right now I don't trust the guys with the money to sign the right players. I really don't. I don't think it's about spending the money anymore. I think it's about the choices we're going to make. Keep your interactions coming. What you man saying? Would you take the Saudi influx of cash over a DOF? Or do you realize that the structure and what we spend the money on is more important than actually just spending the money? Let me know. At Josh Watkins, do you think it's better we are out the top four so we can completely rebuild for next season, or do you think we need top four for the players we want in the summer? I do not think that we need top four for the players we want in the summer, for the simple fact that our name still holds prestige and we will just pay them the money. It's that simple. Like, I don't like that, because I feel like I want players to come to us because we're challenging. They think we're going to challenge. They want to be a part of something. But the bottom line is, in today's game, yeah, we can just pay more money than everyone else. So man are going to come anyway. I don't want man to come for the P. I want them to come for the badge. I want them to come with hunger to win things and to fight for the cause. That may not always be the case. That's how we end up with mercenaries like Di Maria and all them things there. So I'd rather not turn in to a club like that that's just only getting players because we're paying obscene wages. I'd rather them man come because they want to be here. And that's only going to happen when we start competing and we start winning shit. So, in a nutshell, I think we could be better outside top four, then, because Europa League wouldn't be a priority next season if we're in it. For instance, like, the priority would be to finish in the top four, challenge for the title, and boom, win a trophy. Like, that's what the priority would be. So if we ended up fucking not finishing in the top four, like the Europa League, man could play Mason and them man in that. Like, I don't care. That's what I would do personally. But I don't think we need Champions League to attract the players. And if we do end up in Europa League, I think that, yeah, fuck it. Then we don't focus on that. We focus on other W's and other trophies. Let me know what you think. Some fucking good questions so far. We got a couple more, guys. As I said, I usually do 5, but man, I had to pull out 10 because there were too many good ones. United rising. Will the Glazer spend big in the summer, or is it just all talk and will end up end of the next season lamenting finishing outside the top 4? I'm not being negative, but I do worry about their need for profit over the type of football the fans want to see. Again, I've already said it. Yeah, these men do spend peas, bruv. Like, I think there's a myth that they don't. Like, they run the club like a business because it is a business. Do you know what I mean? Like, them men are on the stock exchange and that. So it's one of them ones where we're getting money in, we're spending money. And they do run it like that. They run it that way. That's why we're still making profit. And we're still competing. In terms of money spent, when you look at all the clubs all around the world, it's only Man City, PSG that are spending more money than us. And maybe, I don't know, even Bayern, I think we spend more than them. There's not many teams outspending us. We're in the top 4 or top 5 for money spent out of the top teams, bro. So I don't think it's a lack of investment. I think it's just a lack of know-how. These men don't know shit what's going on, which is why we need the DoF to take the reins, bro. Like, I honestly believe if we get a DoF in place and we recruit smart, we could recruit 6, 7 players in the summer. We could, for 250 million. Net spend, 250 net. We could, if we got a DoF, because Ajax and them man, they replace players. Them man's team get raided for 3-4 players in every summer, and they always replace them. So I believe we could do a 7-man thing, really, if we had the right infrastructure. Even Arsenal, when they prepared for life under Wenger, they restructured and that. They brought in like the Guendouzi's. They brought in what's the right back's name? I can't even remember now, blood. But he didn't cost nothing. I think he came on a free. Like, they spent money, but they also picked up some frees. Like, Rabiot's out there on a free. Like, there's little things. If you're smart, you could pick up the odd player, like, on a free or for cheap because they're in the last year of the contract. There's man out there. There's no reason why we can't bring in 7 man. There's no reason. City brought in 3 fullbacks in one summer. Like, we can do it, but we need to have the right system in place, right structure. If we get that, I think we'll be 100% fine, man. I don't think it's a lack of investment from the Glazers, contrary to what a lot of people like to think. What do you think in the comments, guys? Definitely interact with that one. It'd be interesting to see what you lot think about the spending situation. And last but not least, at Byron Official, I think Manchester United under Ollie don't have an identity yet. Sure, we press from the front and we counter-attack at will 14 games ago, but now we can't upset even the smallest of clubs with ball possession. I agree to a certain extent, bro. I feel like we don't keep the ball well, but I think that's more down to the individual players and lack of quality. I don't think that's down to do with coaching. Like, the fact that these men can't beat a press because they don't keep the ball well, that's nothing to do with training. That's not, because I'm sure they do possession games in training where man are closing down and you pass it and that, because everyone does those. Do you know what I mean? Playing rondo and that, everyone plays that in training. But the bottom line is, if you ain't levels, you're not levels. And I think we just lack the quality to keep the ball. That will come when we buy better players. So I do believe we do have an identity. It's just that we don't have the players to play at a significant level. We need people to be taking chances. Like we had loads of chances where we were building up against Barca in the first leg, didn't create nothing. We need people to be able to hold on the ball, create. We're a counter-attacking team, so we need fit lads to get up and down the pitch and to do all these things. I don't think physically we were prepared after playing under a manager where we were the laziest team in the league effectively. So I believe that Oli needs to be given time to implement what he wants to do, and we need to give him time for us to be in order to see the style and everything that he's trying to build. But in all honesty, bruv, like, I think that there is a style. I just think that the players aren't good enough. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. And I think that is us, man. That is us. And some fucking great comments. Make sure you smash that like button. Hit me up on the socials at Rants and Bants on Twitter and Instagram. As usual, your discount, 20% discount for your clothes is in the description. Some new spring summer stuff dropped. I got my package today. Looks wavy. You'll see that on Instagram. And also the link for the United Stand merchandise is also in my description. I appreciate all the interaction. Obviously, it was shit to go out the Champions League, but seeing City die sweeted me a little bit. And yeah, guys, make sure you interact. And I'll see you again I'll see you again after the Everton game. Everton away. I won't be at the fucking game. Them man want £2 for a ticket. They can suck their mother. But I'll be at United Chelsea the following week. So you'll see my fan cams. I'll do my match review in hotel football as usual. So you'll get a fan cam. You'll get a match review. And yeah, we keep it rolling, guys.